another video. So I don't understand what we're not seeing. It's already written that Africa, or those who have been brought into this nation, shall remain as a servitile, commoner, peasant, servant, or underworld, Dalit, Latrin energy. It's just what it is. Really, I'm even thinking about a mindset. Low vibing people that should never be able to rise to power or authority because they're going to use their filthy ways, their lustful ways, their thievery, these ways of. Have you noticed that even in America, we have set a certain standard here that most likely, more than likely, besides the 25% of people that I'm just making up a number of what I'm seeing in my head that have been able to get away with these stealth moves and build these polyamorous or whatever the fuck this is. It's sexual immorality. You either in the word or you're not. You can't use the word and cherry pick whatever you want to pick up out the word. Again, you either got it or you don't. You either live in God energy or you're not. I know that I like I said with that I think in Marvin Gaye and Nina Simone, and she always say you either got it or you don't. Well, yeah, I don't got what you got because that ain't what it is. I don't know if anybody's been able to vocalize that ever, really, like on site. There's a reason for that. So these people can try to go 1,000 years back and try to bring that energy. You can't, just like they say, parents can't parent their children with what their parents did with them because the times change, the people change. Same thing with this. Times change, people change. You can't you can't go. Now, you might be able to do this on the stealth mode or on the low or sneak around and try to do it, but this is not nothing that somebody's going to go ahead and rise to the top and try to use these ethics and code to. What they doing is trying to shun America. What they do, this could be a masculine energy or something like this that feels some kind of way, that ain't got over something from a long ass time ago, you know, and then trying to force these implements on someone, even on a smaller scale. This could be somebody that noticed that somebody maybe didn't make it known, or they weren't vocal about, or they weren't stepping out on their wife or something, or their husband, and somebody wants to force somebody to feel some type of pain or something. Um, I don't know, it's something like this, but I've already been disconnected from whatever that is that they're trying to do. It's like, even on a personal level, it's not going to work. My mindset is, as I said, it's not like these people's. I feel like somebody set someone apart. You may make people think that you have the authority because somebody don't want to sit down. Somebody don't want to take this L. They don't want to take the defeat. So they'll lose them. It's like somebody is leading with lustful energy. And I can feel it. I can smell the stench of it. It's somebody that think they slick. You think you're gonna come in somebody else's house and tell somebody what they're gonna end up doing. And it just ain't gonna happen here. I take coveting very seriously when it comes to you feeling like you can peel somebody's boundaries back, or peel back the corners or the walls in their home, or lift up the roof in their home and force some implement on someone, especially somebody that's minding their business. Ain't nobody calling you out about what you doing. You don't come up in my motherfucking house to tell me to do shit. And that's how I said when it comes to even a man in the family, if something ain't right, it just ain't right. And it ain't happening. Now, I may not be old school where I feel like if you don't believe in God and somebody else don't, that you can't touch them or something like this. But I mean, people gonna do, like I said, people gonna do what they want to do anyway. But you don't have the right to try to overstep me and what I'm gonna be doing in my family. And I feel like, again, whatever this traumatic experience is or this stealth mode energy that they're in, they've already taken much. These are people that will say, oh, stingy, you've taken every fucking thing. This is, again, I was sent here a couple of years back with stars, angels, guides, ancestors. All of that seems like it is lost. There's a certain amount of a lifestyle that I was living. Again, like I said, it's a even gods on earth can be humbled sometimes. Nobody had to humble me. I was already there. You know, this is people these are overly aggressive, overly greedy. You know, again, some cultures, even of people of color, we know can be very, even in some cultures, materialistic. Even if it's a third world country, there's certain things that people do in those third world countries why they've never been able to grow and expand. And it's not the white man there doing it to them, it's the people that look like them that's there that's doing it to them. Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm doing a video. So you could try that with somebody else, but it ain't gonna work with me. Just because you want to have a polyamorous or because you want to live this way or something like that, you don't have the right to bring that into my house. My spouse don't have that right to bring that into my house and me not be aware of it, because it could be having something to do with my livelihood. It could put my life in danger. It could put my children in danger. No man, and I feel like in my energy, I hold a lot of masculine energy. You don't have the right to come in nobody else's house and put your hand. Now again, if you can pull it from the regular way from off the streets, or you could pull that nigga when he, you know what I'm saying? Again, people play dirty. So I'm pretty sure a lot of this is plots. They go ongoing. It's like warfare, trying to get a nigga to cheat on his woman or a female to cheat on her man or something like this. But then again, now we have to disconnect between the gods and the men. Between the men and the animals is written. Between the foreigners and the people, the aliens and the ones that are there, the domestic breeds, domesticated, because again, a lot of these people ain't domestic, they just were domesticated, or they're not natural citizens, they were naturalized or went through naturalization process. So when you're going against an American god, all of that is squashed, you're done with. And if we want to look at it from a Targaryen level, there's only one that was risen. So just like Jesus, so is, or the Christ or whatever. So even if Source decided to split that energy, make twin flames and split that energy between two, I don't know what that other person is doing. I was eager to work with that other person. If that person wasn't eager to work with me, that doesn't denounce me. As a matter of fact, it denounces that person because that person ain't holding up their part of the bargain for not showing up. There's somebody that knows how to get to somebody, where to reach them, who they are, where they at, or they knew at one point, and somebody else did not know. So obviously, somebody is going to be. It could be God this time. That's the damsel in distress energy, or the living God energy that is unaware. But again, there's people that are sitting back and watching this, and again, they're supposed to be helping. They're supposed to come to the aid of an oppressed woman. Even that is, if we're saying those that are lost at sea, or if we're talking about a person with a womb. It's not aiding or abetting, because this is the land and somebody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're an upright so-called citizen. So the aiding and abetting is the people that are trying to, even if it's in large groups, can console these thieves, knowing these rotten things that they're doing. Again, you know what you're doing. the entertainers, even if we call them American, are entertainers that have given to us over the past since I've been born. I'm thinking, okay. At one point in time, they did look happy. They don't anymore. You know who looks happy? The foreigners that I see in the commercials now. There's a strong African presence in our American entertainment, in commercials, and things of this nature, in the feed or that are trending online. They look happy. Americans don't look happy. Our entertainers don't look fed. Some of these people are still doing the same thing or on the same doing concerts with the same music that they had back in the 90s, early 2000s, shit like this. Nothing new. Do you see what I'm saying? The energy that you let in is ciphering and sucking all the energy out of you. America was not, our ancestors worked too hard. You mad at me for stating the facts because I'm always state facts over your fucking feelings. But again, the ancestor, that's how I know that we not dealing with the ancestors. You dealing with AI energies. They want to hear your prayers. They want to plant something in your head and hear your prayers and disconnect you from God, yank out your soul. You understand what I'm saying? On a mass level, so that you be praying to them and they in some tower or something trying to decide through your prayers. First of all, everybody ain't gonna be on the list. Maybe the 144,000 that cipher the energy for me so that they can what, rise above me? Mm, yeah. No, that's not gonna work for me. That's not gonna work for me. There's not a prejudice bone in my body. God could search my Akashic record right now and see that I ain't never been prejudiced towards no fucking body. But what I just told you before, you not even any stranger, domestic, a family member, a friend, or whoever the fuck, a neighbor, nobody about to come in my house and disrespect my house in a certain manner. You're not about to put your fucking hands. See, that I know this is more spiritual or psychological, because you're not about to, in my face, put your fucking hands on mine. And you're just not going to be able to do it without me reacting or retaliating. You're not coming in and forcefully removing shit from my house with me being able to see. It's a cowardice, slithering, stankin', nasty ass energy that I'm picking up on. Motherfuckers that ain't never had shit and they got a little bit of power, so they think or so they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. The first thing they want to do is petty crimes against people, abusive things, rape, molestation. How do you break the cycles if you don't break these motherfuckers off in their ass as soon as it? I don't understand. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. These people is dumb. You think you so smart because you've been able to hide some information from the chosen one. But like I told you, the nation is not gonna rise no higher than that chosen one. This is the alpha and omega energy. I don't give a fuck about what they told you about in between. I don't care how many men have tried to spiritually lay or tie with me in one night and then take from me or something like this. They'll never be in the same energy. You're not gonna get me to identify with none of that shit. I am this. I am who I am. So it doesn't even matter to me. It doesn't matter to me if I was castrated as a youth. It doesn't matter to me if I was really born a woman and these people want. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're saying or whatever, it does not matter to me. I don't. All is not lost, but it seemed like it is. This is not my fault. I am the innocent one here. Okay, this is not my doing. This is people that they had their selfish, envious, greedy ways against one person, the Messiah. And it led these people to tear our shit up or leave it vulnerable to other invaders and other energies here that ain't even ready. They wouldn't even know what to do with it. That's why this land is going to start declining very quickly. It's going to start declining. I was just thinking about that energy of AIDS in the 90s. It's got to be the same shit that they sent dirty bombs in. Who you think that was coming through that border? Them dark skinned people, them first couple groups that they were showing us on the media. I mean, you got to wrap your head around some shit real quick. But I guess whatever this is, I mean, somebody don't care. Whoever y'all listening to, whoever think they running things right now, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't really care about you. These stars or these people that stole from me or whoever these people are, they don't care. It's this energy. I posted something like, I come to you with nothing because people have been able to steal from God and feel like they can go unpunished. And they call me greedy because I want to preserve or protect what I have from this filth. These are people that's the men or the women or whoever else that they're trying to get to. They may not even want to be used on this level. And somebody is protecting what's right, what's righteous, what's true. I really feel like these people think they're gonna come here and enslave Americans and just do whatever they want to do with it, which is they don't know what to do. That's why I'm telling you, the soil is gonna reject them. That's why it's really mainly materialistic things that these people use to show you that they made it. A new car, new wardrobe, new lace fronts, something like that. You never really see these people interacting with the soil. It don't fuck with them. And you refuse to move them off the land. Gaia is not happy. You refuse to remove them, and so again, you're in turn gonna go through some type of famine on many different levels. Nobody don't have to even do nothing. The thing is, it's just like, hey, if these people, I mean, they're fighting something or the Messiah or the person that came to bring change or real change so hard. You can fake the funk all you want. Some of these people have been able to take money from you. They've been able to fill up their house with video games and their most prized things that they like since a lot of these people are stuck in a mindset or a time zone. This is another reason why you're not gonna it's not just like God is just good. No, it's what your it's your actions. I don't even like to use that term karma, but it's the actions. You're leaning more towards science for healing than the earth. The earth is not no longer going to heal you. Guess what? Because even if you're getting healed or you got a little some herbal things or something out of the forest or out of the wilderness or something like this, it still got chemicals from chemtrails on it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if it's in the department that says organic in the store. Do you hear what I'm saying? Well, harp, you have these storms. Oh God, why? Oh my God. Well, was it? Or was it whatever this energy is that you've invested so much time, money, resources, and so much faith into? Like harp or these things of this nature. So again, not only can they make it rain on you whenever they want, they can make it rain on you whenever you want, whenever they want. This is mental, spiritual, social attacks. Somebody came up with devise a plan. It's 20, 10, 15 years, 7 years, 8 years, something in the making. God, God or the energy in me is saying is not going to be happening. Somebody's mad and they're willing to side with whatever dis-ease is coming in the land than to help me, to work with me, to walk with me. Not y'all know on my channel I used to say, "Oh, I don't like that word followers because I don't want nobody necessarily, walk with me." I feel like when somebody is leading their life in a certain way or something like this, there's no need to put so much emphasis on that person is the leader. I was the one that was willing to work with all these people and make something a better place. But again, these people want to reject the all energy. There's only one all energy. You can pluck, you can take from the all energy and try to put it in these temples. Um, you really can't. We'll say that you can't, but we know that that's what they have done. And they're still not getting the outcome that they want. These groups are now the Venus flytrap. They lure these men in while that man is really so-called feeling like he's having a joyful new beginning, which is just lust and it's just a new thing. Some of these men could be men that have been, I'm thinking like older men, 30 or 40 or something like this, a little bit older, that have been stuck in fake relationships with like celebrity relationships, or they've been stuck in fake relationships at home, or relationships that something, or women, and then somebody come in and knock their boots. You understand? And then it's all up from there. Because any vagina or any cup or any wand is gonna be, oh my goodness, at first when it's new. It's just like the new relationship. It's just like, it's just like any other kicking it partner or whatever you might have had, or have or whatever. It seems so new and everybody's so supportive of it. You're having such a hard time because they fighting you against your relationship that you have at home. Oh my goodness. Like you had to be really, I don't know how people got to be real slow or something. I don't know what to tell you. The only reason why I hold on to things and I try to protect them is because I feel this is what source showed me in the beginning. So it's hard for me to turn my back on these particular energies because I know that they could be a vital. Um, Even when new people are sent in, but I've discovered that again, it's nonsense normally. Once you start uncovering or peeling back the onion, these are people that kind of put they all into one person. So when a person break off mentally, physically, spiritually from them, they are distraught. They don't know what to do. They need to get right into another relationship. Some people ain't like that. Some people ain't like that. Some people got to go get payback or something like this. Some people ain't like that. It's just like, well, wow, all you had to do is just tell me, and I could have just redirected my energy or something or moved away or let you, the shit could have been much easier. Because I'm telling you, I'm not the kind of female that's going to be, or masculine or feminine energy, and my masculine or feminine energy that's going to be falling down on no floor about no motherfucker when I already know who I am. Nobody that know who they is going to be doing that. If you really peeping game, you're not even going to operate like that. That don't mean and you know what makes a point when the world is in chaos, even in your household and something, that one person that's in your heart, that source is saying, don't give up on that person. There's a reason why I got you doing this, or I'm punking you out a little bit for this energy real quick. Just have that faith of that mustard seed. Just do it for me. It ain't got to be that same kind of love that you had, but have some patience or something, or kindness with this person. And there's gonna be a time when source say, fuck it, withdraw. And although these people feel like they have me outnumbered, you never will. Because anything that you taken from somebody is still mine. The things that you taken from me are still mine. You don't have no documentation. You don't have no nothing. You don't have no jurisdiction. You don't have no standing. You don't have nothing to stand on to say that it is yours. It's still mine. The energy or whatever is already etched. Even if they tried to send somebody in to redo what I did, you still starting with my shit. It's originally mine. It's my prototype. It's mine. It's already been patented. It's already got an LLC. It's already destiny or in my destiny. You can name a bitch destiny. You can name a motherfucker all eternal. It's not going to compare to the energy that already resonates within me. So I don't know what's wrong with these people. And you're not going to be able to have access to it for free or freely or any of that. And you will see. Nobody has to go and show you why you're gonna, oh, you're gonna regret this. No, you're gonna naturally see why you're gonna regret this. It's not about karma or nothing. It's just about the way it is. Because really, all this shit outside of me doesn't even matter. So you really haven't taken anything from me. If anything, you've sharpened the skills and the tools that I need. Because you keep somebody stagnant, you're sharpening other sensors or senses in a person. I would never want to deal with. But see, source is telling me don't say it like that. Because somebody was trying to be cute with something at first or something like this. But if you're hurting me, because I have a choice, I don't have to be married. I don't have to. Even if I was queen, it's already been written. I don't have to have a king to rule, and I will still have the same power as the king. So I'll be damned some motherfuckers try to count, try to body count or anything to try to change that or try to change my positioning. It's just not going to happen. First of all, is even when we're talking about these traditions or whatever, it was not unrequited. Both people had to see and share, not just one. On an intimate level, it wasn't for the world to see. These people are beneath and they're going to stay beneath because they had a season, they had a long time to prove that they would not misuse this power or authority if it was given. And now we see that these people cannot handle it. So you cannot have it no more. We'll start all over. You won't have no standing. You'll just be something in the garden that's moping and growing around or whatever like this. Because again, even if somebody was a servant of mine, why would I want that servant to be of lack? If servants can get themselves to a certain level financially to have a comfortable home or even buy a mansion or something, that's your business. As long as you paying what you got to pay, your taxes and whatever fuck you got to pay, that's your business. I'm not going to go into town and say, oh, a servant has reached such high lengths. I'm going to go ahead and destroy his home. Why? Why wouldn't I model that for the rest of the people to be really abundant? See, because some people don't want you to be abundant unless it's under their control or under their reign, or if they the one that sparked that interest or that idea or that way of thinking or that way of living. Who are you to say, oh, it's so much better with poly because everybody contributing? Da, da, da. There's some families that don't have that. They don't even have much. But again, they were abundant. I feel like my family, what I built, my unit was abundant, is abundant. There's some dis-ease, but it still would suffice. Nobody should have to live through, I feel that, where The stranger, not only is this person just sleep with you just got control over this man, his mind, and his body or something, his spiritual, something like this. If you were able to like sleep with somebody's man and take over them or something like this, but to bring that shit back in, that's why I'm saying these greedy bitches, you about to be put in your motherfucking place. Because you could have minded your own business. You could have kept in your little clique and your little girlfriends that share this nigga or whatever this is. You could have stayed in your place, but you had to come start trying to tear down my walls, bitch, and we got a problem. And some of you knew who the fuck you was fucking with. That's the problem. You had a chance for me to not know who the fuck you was fucking with and for you to know who you was fucking with. And now we all know who you're fucking with. And I will not relent. I won't bow down to a motherfucker. So I don't know who or what or I don't know what's next. But I know one motherfucking thing is not you on top of me. It's not you telling me what I'm about to do. Not in my own land. This somebody, I don't even know what they doing. Somebody could have thought of killing this masculine energy or something like this was going to allow them to have some kind of power. But people ain't liking what's going on. And you about to get your ass iced out. I'm hearing, he's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh, he's been telling lies. This could be this Aries energy. Somebody that's fucking stone cold beautiful. But you seen that Page of Wands turn them damn angels or them people into stone. You either do or you die. That's what I'm hearing. Nobody got time. People had to be ready to make executive decisions. Hold on one second.